Hello students, welcome to my class. Hi there, welcome to part 2. We are going to do reading and listening. Before we start, I want to ask some questions about you. Yes, you. What do you do every day? What is your daily routine? What time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you go to sleep? What do you do after your online class? What do you do every evening? We call them daily routines. Before we start reading, let's have a look at the text. What is the title? Very good. The title is A Day in the Life of. Who are we going to read about? Yes, we are going to read about Megan, who is a figure skater, and Pablo, who is a chess player. Do you ice skate? Do you play chess? Now you are going to listen to an audio of the text. Look at your student book, page 8, and listen to the audio and follow the words with your fingers. Ready? Let's begin.
Activity 1. What do Megan and Pablo do every day? Listen and read. Social Studies.
A day in the life of a figure skater. Megan, 9. Megan usually goes to the ice skating rink at 6:30 in the morning. She goes to school at 7:45. After school, she does her homework. Megan sometimes watches TV after dinner. She always goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night. A chess player. Pablo, 10. Pablo goes to school at 8:15. After school, Pablo doesn't go home. He always goes to the chess club and plays chess. He usually goes home at 6 o'clock in the evening. After he does his homework, Pablo has dinner. He sometimes plays chess on his computer. Pablo usually goes to bed at 9 o'clock.
Now, let's read the text together. I will read and you can follow after me. Point your finger to the words as you read the text. Are you ready? A day in the life of a figure skater. Megan usually goes to the ice skating rink at 6:30 in the morning. She goes to school at 7:45. After school, she does her homework. Megan sometimes watches TV after dinner. She always goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night. Now, try to answer some questions about this text. Let's see if you understand. What time does Megan go to school in the morning? Very good. She goes to school at 6:30 in the morning. Or it is also 6:30 a.m. Right. What time does Megan go to school? Very good. She goes to school at 7:45. 7:45 is 7:45 a.m. Right. When does Megan watch TV? Before or after dinner? Yes, Megan watches TV after dinner. Good. What does Megan do after school? Yes, very clever. She does her homework. Last question. What time do Megan always go to bed at night? Megan always go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. Or we can say as 8 p.m. Excellent. Now let's read about Pablo. A chess player. Pablo goes to school at 8:15. After school, Pablo doesn't go home. He always goes to the chess club and plays chess. He usually goes home at 6 o'clock in the evening. After he does his homework, Pablo has dinner. He sometimes plays chess on his computer. Pablo usually goes to bed at 9 o'clock. Right. Now, let's answer some questions to see if you understand the text. First question. What time does Pablo go to school? Very good. Pablo goes to school at 8:15. 8:15 is also 8:15 a.m. What does Pablo do after school? Yes, he always goes to the chess club and plays chess. What time does Pablo go home? Easy. Pablo goes home at 6 o'clock in the evening. Okay, or we can write the time as 6 p.m. When does Pablo do his homework? Yes, Pablo does his homework before dinner. Okay, if you can see, the sentence says, after he does his homework, Pablo has his dinner. So that means Pablo does his homework before dinner. And what time does he go to bed? Yes, he goes to bed at 9 o'clock. Or we can say 9 p.m. at night. Excellent! Now that you understand the text, you can take the quizzes challenge. So, how did you do in the quizzes challenge? I hope you got it all right. Well done. Next, you will have to do the Google Form comprehension and listening test. But before that, you have to learn about adverbs of frequency. Let's listen to Miss Ian's explanation about adverbs of frequency.
I'm going to introduce to all of you 4 adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency describe how often an action happens. For this session, we're going to look at always, usually, sometimes, and never. The first one is always. Look at this bar. The red color represents how often you do the action. For example, I always skate before dinner. So it means that every day you skate before dinner. Okay? Next is usually. Usually means under normal situations or generally. Look at the bar. The red color is lesser than always just now, right? It means that it's not always, but generally you will do it. For example, you usually play baseball after school. Not always, but generally you will. The third one is sometimes. Sometimes mean occasionally. Look at the bar. It has gone half. So it means sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. He sometimes play chess. Not always, not generally. Only if he has some free time. Last but not least, never. Never means not ever. Look at the bar. It's empty. So it means you never do the action. For example, they never play volleyball. Not even once. It never happened before. So once again, we learned about always, usually, sometimes, and never.
Okay, now you can do the Google Form exercise. Remember, you can only answer once. So make sure you read the question carefully and find the answers in the text. Then choose the best answer. Good luck!